So everyone always thinks that pugs are annoyed already anyway. So what makes it unique about an annoyed pug is you probably can't tell that it's really annoyed until you look at Birdman.
That's a fact. I'm not going there. Cause like, damn, I always thought pugs look happy. That's crazy.
You see, I mean, it takes a certain person to think pugs look happy.
Bitch, is that a chicken?
What?
Bro, I'm finna send you this TikTok. I just got disturbed.
I can't,
No,
bro.
sir.
I can't do this. But what's up, y'all? Episode 15
Yo.
of the Braincast, bro. Smart asses and smart mouths. Y'all know what the vibes is, bro. The left side of your brain, right here. Say the creator as well as
Your favorite beverage. Because at this point, if I'm not, then I guess you just don't like juice. You drink water, which is fine. Stay hydrated, but like, get some pizzazz in your life. You feel me?
That's
It's
hilarious.
the one and only juice. You feel me?
Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what is it? It's March 15th. Oh, what a day. Episode 15th on March 15th.
Day. Oh wow.
15 on 15, you feel me?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
15 on 15, real shit. But you know what's funny? Okay, because I peeped this. What was it? 2 days ago. And I'm like, I don't listen to hip hop no more. I don't listen to hip hop no more. I haven't sat down and listened to it because every other day or something like that, I'd be like, bro, what's hot in the streets? And you know, these days,
for real.
these days, when you're trying to find out what's hot in the scene right now, everyone goes to the Rap Caviar playlist, right? On Spotify.
That's a fact.
But the past 6-7 months of me checking that playlist, I think they updated like monthly, right? Or weekly. I think it's probably weekly, but
It's weekly, yeah.
but it feels like it's monthly because it feels like the them songs don't really change like that.
Same niggas on the list, bro.
Which brings me to the fact of every time I hit that playlist, I'm like, bro, I don't fuck with none of this music. Maybe 2 or 3 of the songs is cool, but besides that, what is the rest of this shit for real? I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Maybe I'm out of touch. Maybe this ain't my scene no more. I don't know, but I just don't be fucking with the music like that. And I'm like, what happened to hip hop, right?
Yo, that is the eternal question, baby.
And then shout out to FD Signifier. I just found his channel not too long ago, which like I've talked about before on the podcast. Right now, my biggest thing right now is watching video essays. I like watching people break shit down from their point of view and shit like that. And he did an hour video on Drake's come up in the game and how he changed the game probably for the worse. I have it in the description if y'all want to watch it. Like I said, it's an hour long. Take your time with it, but I think it's a really good video. And I'm watching it and I'm like, bro, real shit. Because the thing is, hip hop stopped being about the music and it started being about the grain.
Back.
So, and one of the biggest things of it was Drake. And the thing is, I just never put it in the words, but I noticed it, right?
Right.
Everyone here who listens to hip hop, I know you either felt or watched that change of Drake right after Nothing Was the Same.
Absolutely.
From there, nothing really was the same. Nothing really was the same at all. Because the thing was, and I think it's the thing that a lot of people have said too, it's that time that man stopped chasing conscious rap and started chasing charters, top chart songs, just trying to make hits. And honestly, these days, it's pretty easy to do it. So now Drake's music is pretty shallow, pretty surface level, nothing crazy, but you know, good vibes, good beats and shit that people will fuck with. So now, right now, he's the artist of the decade, probably the most what's the word I'm looking for? The best selling artist of probably the past what 2-3 decades.
That's a fact.
Because now, and it brings it back to that comment I made, because it was under that video that I'm talking about. Once again, it's in the description if you want to check it out. It was under that video when I went to the comments that I saw the comment that I told you about.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, Drake is the McDonald's of hip hop. That's exactly the way to describe it. That's exactly the way to put it. And there's nothing against Drake or whatever. Do your art or whatever the case is, but I seen what you did. And it brings me to this main point that I want to have the conversation of, right? Because specifically after that artist of the decade accomplishment that he got, a lot of people start putting Drake on their Mount Rushmores.
Yeah, and he's never been on my Mount Rushmore.
And now we're here at the conversation. It brings us to two big questions. First and foremost, before we get to the second question, we got to start with the first question. In your opinion, what makes you a GOAT in hip hop?
A GOAT in hip hop, in my opinion, you have to be more than influential. And I only say that because when I say more than influential, I mean like you can't just come on the scene, make a trend, and now you a GOAT. You feel me? You can't just be like, how do I say this? You can't be somebody that everybody want to bite and now all of a sudden you a GOAT. You feel me?
Right.
Because niggas will bite anybody.
That's a fact.
So when
especially these days.
Especially these days. So when I say more than influential, I mean
because
like,
shit, look at your biggest artist in the game right now. Drake is making a killing off of that. But you know, let him tell it. It's not. That's not what it is. It's him shedding light on different scenes of music. But hey,
please, nigga, you don't need to shed light on things that other people are already pioneers in. But who am I?
And you know who? You know when he told you that on his Rap Radar interview that he produced, bro.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that last interview he did, like what was it, like 2-3 years ago, whatever the case is. The Rap Radar interview that he did like an hour ago, he produced that shit. That was him. He made that.
Embarrassing as hell.
He didn't go to a company and did an interview with them. He produced that shit.
You're embarrassing as fuck.
So now when you know that, you look at that interview a bit different. I learned that afterward. I learned that afterward. And I was like, wait, he produced it? Bro.
At that point, what's the point of you even doing it?
I was like, it's kind of crazy.
Cause like, why even?
It's cause Drake's a chess player, bro. You really have to pay attention to his moves to see that he's a chess player. Which honestly, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it sounds like I'm advertising the shit out of this video, but I think it's a real good video. There's a lot of the excerpts. There's a lot of excerpts in that video, and shoot, I'll watch it again. We can watch it after the pod, if anything. Before we do movie night. Shout out to movie night in Juice's Discord.
Shout out to movie night in the fridge. We watching Turning Red. You feel me?
But yeah, there's a lot of excerpts in there because he has a timeline of the way he came up for real, and you can see a lot of the shady comments he makes. Like, perfect example, he did an interview right after the fucking Control verse came out.
What?
He did an interview right after the Control verse came out. And this man Drake is talking about how, I mean, he was calling people out on the track or whatever the case is, but you know, he was still, well, long story short, because I'm paraphrasing here, I'm not saying anything exact here, but he's pretty much like, he was still saying what's up to people, whatever the case is. It's like, if there's beef, show that there's beef. Like, who's out here trying to act like Kendrick ain't really about what he talk about? Which, nigga, what? If there's anybody we know in this game that it's about what they talking about, it's K-Dot. Who else?
Facts.
But I know he probably got rubbed the wrong way because when Kendrick came up in this fucking game, when Good Kid, Mad City dropped,
Facts.
everybody crowned him the next one up.
He said, "Why does it feel to be living my dream?"
Literally, because before Good Kid, Mad City, a lot of people were taking some time to do it, but people were damn near giving the crown to Drake, because Drake could rap. Like, listen, Drake can spit. Okay, we've heard him do
Makes
it.
me like so. Like, what are you doing with what you're putting out now? Because it's not like you can't rap, because you went out of your way. You went out of your way. You correct me if you feel differently. You went out of your way to show people that you could rap just because of who brought you on the scene. You didn't want to be living in that shadow. And he wasn't going to let you. If anything, he stepped out of the way for you. But that's still a shadow. That's still Lil Wayne. So you went out of your way to bust through that shadow as soon as possible, and you did that. So what are you doing now? You're going backwards for real.
Who knows? For someone who went to go make their own sound, now he's going off of everyone else's.
Which, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you doing?
Like, to this day, I'll never find something more embarrassing for him than fucking, I don't remember the name of the track on fucking More Life, but you know exactly the one I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
The one when he ripped X the fuck off on.
Bro.
When I swear that shit sounded just like it. And at the time, I wasn't even listening to X like that. But I knew when I heard that track, I knew who that was.
Exactly.
And I was like, Drizzy, what are you doing?
What are you doing, bro? When you gotta stop and take a minute and be like, was that, bitch? Did my shit skip?
Because it's definitely one thing to show homage to a style that you respect. But I heard that shit and I was like, nah, bro, that's not, come on.
That coupled with the fact that you don't even like that nigga.
Boy.
So now
and I'm glad that X did what he did.
Now you doubling the disrespect.
Because X came out on his ass. What was that, a radio interview? When X came out? Yeah, he was talking about, yo, Drake, he really ripped my shit off. He didn't even hit me up about it. I was like, yeah, that's some crazy shit. That's some real crazy shit. It's wild. I'm sorry, you were saying something before I did that. Go ahead. Continue, of course.
Where was I? Oh, you need to be more than influential. And I know when I say that, a lot of people gonna be like, well, I could be more than influential. You can be more than influential and still, you can be more than influential. You can have your own shit. You can have something that everybody want to bite. You can have your own style. You can have all that. But are you going to be thought about? Are people going to bring you up in conversation for more than just your flow? Because when people bring up the OG Mount Rushmore, when people bring up Big and Pac and M and J, when people bring them up, it's not just because of their flows. It's because of the stamp that they left with the way they carried themselves, with the message that they spread, with what they talked about. And not, when I say message, I don't mean preaching. I mean whatever message that they're putting out. I like that you said that.
Keep that in mind for later.
Whatever message they're putting out through their music, that's the message that they're spreading. Because everybody is spreading a message when you put out music. Whether you fuck with the music or not, that's your decision. But everybody is spreading a message when they put out music. From Cole to the Baby, it's two different messages, but it's a message regardless.
Right.
Because fuck bitches, flip bricks, get money is a message.
It sure is.
So
it sure fuck it is.
That's what I mean when I say you need to be more than influential. Are niggas gonna remember you regardless of what you're doing in rap?
So pretty much
because
you're saying,
of who you are as a rapper.
Besides just your music, are you pushing the game forward?
Exactly. Are you advancing the game by being in it, or are you just in it?
I heard you. Real shit. I feel that. So, Me, I'm a bit of a rap nerd, right? I've talked about before how back in the day I used to do my hip hop homework because back then I ain't had shit to do for real. But at the time I enjoyed it for sure. I'd just pick an artist and I go download all their albums. I listen through it. I go watch interviews. I go watch autobiographies that they out, biopics, and fucking anything I can find on them that they have on the internet, and just sit there and watch through it, man. That's what I used to do. I did it for Jay. I did it for Wheezy. I did it for DMX. I did it for M. Who else did I do? I attempted to do Prince. That motherfucker puts too much music out.
Oh my god.
Cause nigga, once I reached Purple Rain, I slowed the fuck down. I was like, I don't know.
You would still be studying to this fucking day, fucking with that man.
I was like, yeah, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I'm gonna stop there. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Once I got the Purple Rain, bro, I had that shit on loop. That's a fucking good album. We all know this.
That's an album for real.
That's a fucking good album. But that's pretty much what I used to do. So when it comes to what makes a GOAT for me, there's a lot of factors. Because first and foremost, I guess I'm a bit of an old head when it comes to it. Because I still consider the golden era of rap to be in the 90s and 2000s. And we still got good music in the 2010s, don't get me wrong, but come on. It's not the same.
We talking about before it got, mixed.
Commodified.
Love that.
Before it got commodified. Because once we hit the 2010s and the internet and stuff like that, like after the SoundCloud era, companies and record labels was just out here just grabbing anybody who was making numbers on the internet, which saturated the fucking game and had a bunch of motherfuckers that don't make good music, in my opinion. I'm saying my opinion because music is always gonna be subjective, but they don't make good music. Like, let's be honest. Why the fuck is Lil Pump here?
Yo.
Well, he ain't around no more now, cause I'm like that was gonna fizzle out regardless. But why the fuck was he in the first place?
You remember what Cole said? That nigga, and to make matters worse, that nigga might not even be on Love and Hip Hop.
That's the crazy part. That's the crazy thing about it. J. Cole dropped that track, and people on his head so much about it that he was like, you know what? I'll sit down and listen to the nigga. You know what I'm saying? And realize that maybe that was a bit harsh, but you ended up being fucking right. You was just a little too early.
Ended up being right, and I'm like, yo,
you was right, and that's just the fact of it. Cause the thing about, and this might sound hella historical, but I think it's part of the conversation that needs to be. The thing about hip hop and rap that makes it such a unique of a genre is that when we first came out, us as the culture were in control of where it was going. It's a point that FD makes in his video too. It was like we ran this shit. So it wasn't record labels, it wasn't whatever the case is. If the streets didn't say that shit was hot, your raps ain't going nowhere. Cause before the internet, if everybody remembers, the hustle to become a rapper for real, you had to get your tapes circulating through the streets, get a buzz in the streets to the point where maybe if there's a record label or a big act that pulls up to the city, whether it's a 50, whether it's a M, whether it's a Dr. Dre or whatever the case is, they pull up to the city, they hear your buzz in the streets, now they're requesting to have a meeting with you. You feel me? You give them some shit, they fuck with it, they take a chance on you, and now you get your first album out. Now you probably selling out the store or some shit. Now you on. That was the way you got into the game back then, during those times. These days, nigga, you don't even need a cosign from a record label no more, bro. If the internet fuck with your music, it's a raps for you. It's a raps for real. And that's cool, because I fuck with independence and not having to fuck with some of the shady shit record labels was doing anyway. Even though once record labels got into the game, there's a reason why conscious rap disappeared for a little bit, because, when white companies take care of black music, what you think they're going to push, what they think of black people, but that's a whole nother different conversation in itself. Because come on. If you really peep about it, I'll say this about that and I'll go back to my point. If you really pay attention to when gangster rap popped up and became the wave for real, It was when white record labels started giving people chances in the rap game. And if you don't know how record labels work, you'll make some music, you bring it to the label heads. I don't think that's gonna work. That won't be the single.
Mm-hmm.
You make some gangsta. If people listen to this, it'll make the cycle of black people killing black people in the hood type shit or whatever the case is. Oh, that's hot. Yeah, that'll be the single for the album.
That's a fucking vibe right there, buddy. Yeah,
that's a hit. Let's do it. Right? Interesting. Anyway, back to the point.
Yeah, no.
Before then, we was in control of the culture. If we ain't say your shit is hot, you not going nowhere. Your campfire is doused, bro.
That's a fact.
So then, we have someone like Drake come on the scene. Right? And if you don't know Drake's story, that man's music was found on MySpace.
Yeah.
They put it in the hands of Weezy, and the rest is history.
That's a fact.
To keep it as simple as possible. So, off rip, before he even made any music for real, he bypassed that whole system. The culture didn't get to check him out yet. So we didn't know who he was dealing with. Then Best I Ever Had hits the radio. Everybody is fucking with the shit. And he's off to the fucking races.
I'm not gonna hold you. It was a
oh yeah.
Best I Ever Had. Old Drake will never get old, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That was good shit.
Because
and it was unique.
Regardless of what anybody says, that album is a no skipper. There are no skips on Take Care. Drake has many albums that have skips on them. Take Care is not one of them, and that album long as hell.
Oh, what? And like I said, Best I Ever Had was my introduction to Drake, of course. And I think that's around the time So Far Gone came out too, which that solidified his spot in the game for sure. Cause that's when we had shit like Forever come out, which that was in the midst of the Anthem era. We had all our big niggas come out on one track.
That song itself is attached to LeBron James. It was bound to go crazy.
Oh, that shit was dummy. That shit went bonkers. And then fucking, of course, then we had the follow-up album with Thank Me Later, which was cool. Thank Me Later's cool. I fuck with the album.
Why does anybody let Tyler Perry near the Oscars? Go off. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're fine. Oh man, there's a lot of shit. Miss Me Later. It was cool. Cause I think back on it now, I remember back in the day, I used to fuck with Thank Me Later a lot.
That's a fact. Thank Me Later. What?
And I think about it now, and I'm like, now that I've heard, I don't want to say better music, but now that I've heard more music for real, I'm like, it's not bad. What I'm trying to say is it's not bad, but at the same time, I'm not gonna say that shit was, exemplary, amazing, a masterpiece in the musical art form. I'm not gonna hit you with that at all. It was a good album. It was good. And then if I remember correctly, after Thank Me Later, we get Take Care, which everybody till this day is considering a classic in the game. But then again, do we consider do we consider Take Care a hip hop album?
Not really.
Yeah, I didn't think so. And then, which I never thought of the timeline. Once again, shout out to FD. After Take Care comes out, in that space between that and Nothing But the Same, if I remember correctly, is when fucking Kendrick blasts on the scene with Good Kid, Mad City.
Woo!
And the crown that was about to be on Drake's head, cause at the time, and you know what's funny to me too? I just made the realization.
You got that Corey Guns treatment, nigga.
That's hilarious. And I find it funny because this is a thing that we've had about Nicki for a very long time, which Nicki's a great artist, but
Absolutely. Too bad she's
she
fucking
got the
bird now.
buzz. She got the buzz in Revere that she did. It's because she had no competition in the fucking game,
That
right?
is also correct.
Remy was in prison. Lil Kim wasn't doing music like that.
She was in jail, bro. She was in jail and then got out and cooked her.
Cooked her the fuck up.
Oh,
Cause the fact that Lil Kim wasn't around, she really tried to go for the longest off of Lil Kim Steve's for real. I wish I could find the video. If I find the video later on, I'll post a link in the description. There's a video that some people from like, you know, Lil Kim's camp, Lil Kim fans or whatever made of pointing out everything throughout Nicki Minaj's career that she ripped off from Lil Kim.
yeah.
And boy, is it a plethora of things.
Of course.
It's a plethora of things. So I'm like, Nicki,
And that's just
great
so
artist.
funny because Nicki has, and I use this term quite tightly and strongly, brainwashed her entire fan base, because that's what y'all are. Y'all are mentally ill.
Oh shit.
Like, the Barbs are fucking insane. Like,
What?
y'all
You
will
thought the
come
Beehive
after
was
literally
crazy.
anybody and everybody. Like, y'all came after Cardi for biting her finger in a video because Nicki did it once, so now nobody else can do it.
Soldier head ass.
Like, what?
It's ridiculous. And the only reason y'all did it is because Nicki was jealous of Cardi. Because
And I'm
now
like-
she has comp.
Because now she has comp, and the thing is, right, there's no reason for that beef to even exist.
At all.
But she
Oh.
let y'all rock like this, and y'all are doing nothing but returning this heat and this negative energy back to her, and it's feeding her unnecessarily large ego.
And the only reason I'm gonna say this now,
game,
the only reason why Nicki is cool with Megan is because Megan gave her flowers.
and that's it. And had you not done Cardi the way you did her, she would have gave you your flowers too, but you didn't give her the fucking chance.
At all.
She was on the scene for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Fuck that bitch. Oh. Okay.
And we was like, oh, my fault. Shit.
That
Now all
shit.
of
That
a
reminds
sudden
me of the
everybody-
fucking.
Now all of a sudden everybody gotta pick sides. And I'm like, for what?
It brings me back to that Beats One interview. You ever seen that Beats One interview with Nicki?
No. Oh, the one,
The one
was
that
it the motorsport video?
The motorsport interview where she was bitching and
Yes.
crying about how they
Yes.
took her off motorsport to put Cardi on or some shit, and she felt hurt or
Yes.
whatever the case is. Bro, relax.
Yes, bro,
Like,
I remember that.
and
And
chill.
then somebody, and it was a leading question because it was a double interview. It was a leading question. Somebody asked Cardi, like, you know, what took so long for the video to come out, because they were dropping the video and the song at the same time. And she was like, I think at the time, and this is not me speaking verbatim for y'all in the comments, relax. And she was like, I think at the time it was something along the line of her verse wasn't finished.
Mhm.
And that's all she said. That's all she said from what I remember. And Nicki was like, she took that and she was like, yeah, they asked her a question. She was like, oh, her verse wasn't finished. Her verse was finished. And I'm like, whoa, hello?
And?
Why are you attacking me? And I'm like, what? I was like, all she said was, I don't think her verse was done. That's why the shit was late. Bitch, if it wasn't done, then that's why the shit was late. She didn't say, damn, that bitch wasted my money. She didn't say anything like that. She said it didn't drop on time because, quote unquote, nobody knows when on time is except for y'all. So it wasn't
Right.
late to us.
Right.
Shit came out when it came out. But, you know, it's timestamps. So it was late for y'all. But she wasn't like, oh, that bitch, like, she always late to everything. She think the sun rise and set in her ass and all this. She didn't say nothing like that. And I'm like,
Right.
where is this coming from?
What else? Cause she's not used to comp, and she
I'm
think
like,
that now she getting snuff.
honey.
Cause there's different flavors in the buffet.
I'm like, honey, what is wrong?
That's what it is. Now I
What
bring
is
this up cause
wrong?
you keep that. If you keep that fresh in your mind, right? Then we look at her brother, her Young Money brother, Drake.
I was gonna say Tiger.
Before, no, don't do that. Anyway, because you know damn well if we look at Young Money, we know who's family: Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki, and no one else. Everyone else is cousins, distant cousins, bro.
Fortunate.
Besides Gutta Gutta, because that boy ended up being CEO anyway until that shit got disbanded. But
that's a fact. Good for him though.
I'm not for sure. Another one that could have made it. I don't know what happened, but like I said, if we were to sit down and really talk about all of these stables, boy, that's a whole nother episode in itself. But yeah, I bring up the Nicki shit for this, cause then you look at her Young Money brother Drake. Before Good Kid, Mad City, who was competing with Drake for real? New act. Who?
Nobody. That nigga was competing with OGs.
Exactly. And OGs was welcoming him in because he can fucking rap.
With open arms.
And then Good Kid, Mad City dropped and they snatched that nigga's crown and gave it to Kendrick. Because there's nothing in Drake's discography that matches up with Good Kid, Mad City. Or
anything Kendrick has done for that matter.
To be honest. But like I said, if we're looking at just that album itself compared to Drake's discography, there's nothing like it. He ain't about that life. He's not from that life. You can't talk about that.
And that's okay because, and we know this simply because you're constantly, and Underground Kings specifically, Underground Kings will be a reference point for so much shit. You used to borrow the car, go shoot on Degrassi, come home. The only thing you've ever really had to deal with from your point of view, from what you've been saying, is, you know, the possibility of like possible racial injustice. Cause motherfuckers see a melanated child in a nice car.
Alright.
That was your main concern.
He's biracial. I'm biracial.
He's like, that was your main concern, and that's a concern of anybody of color, so ain't nobody taking that away from you. But you didn't have to worry about, you know, waking up one day and, you know, your shit done got shot up. You didn't have to worry about rolling down the block one day and somebody came, you know, to air out you or one of your homies to make a point to the next bitch. That was
true. Put a pin in all that. You didn't have to wake up in Compton.
Facts. Period. Just in general.
Period.
Just in
Period.
General. In general.
You didn't have to wake up in Compton, bro. Compton different, man. It's not what you think, bro. And that's cool. But at the same time, it's bringing it back to the point I was making before, that rap was in the hands of black culture and we said what goes. The life of the streets is what we knew and what we come from. So of course, a lot of the people that we consider legends in this game, probably in the overall Mount Rushmore for a lot of us, was people who were exquisitely in an artful form talking about our life from the streets. And Kendrick came up as a young bull, bringing that energy back that we didn't have in a pretty long time. Because honestly, once Kanye came on the scene, it opened up the doors to all kinds of different rap. Because Kanye knew it, and everyone who loved Kanye knew it. Kanye's not street, but that doesn't mean that he's not hip hop. He showed that. College Dropout for sure will always be a fucking classic.
Classic.
Fucking Graduation's a classic. Late Registration a classic. You know what I'm saying? And it opened up the doors for someone like Cole, who comes a bit later. Who's another one up there for a lot of people in recent memories. Mount Rushmore right there. That's a whole conversation in itself. But before Good Kid dropped, Drake didn't have comp.
And then
Good Kid, Mad City dropped, and he got some comp.
And it wasn't even comp for real. That nigga had comp that people thought were better than him.
Yeah.
You were comp for him, not the other way around. And that nigga just got here.
So that happens, then we get Nothing Was the Same. in that context, think about that album now. Now you can see what Drake was trying to do.
Absolutely.
Because Drake tried to rap his ass off on that album. Wow.
He really did. That man tried to channel his inner Lil Wayne for real.
Hold up.
And you've
Hold my
never
phone.
tried to do that before.
At all.
You've never tried to do that before. For you to go this long without channeling your mentor, first and foremost, props to you. Clap, clap. But
Right.
for you to have to pull that out just because you know that's your heavy hitter,
What?
for you to pull that out just because you know that's your heavy hitter. If he struck fear in your heart, just say that.
Hell yeah. You seen the Control verse?
Please. If that man
Shit.
struck fear into your heart, just say that.
Cause bro, once again, that's something Drake don't got. He don't have a Control verse. When Control dropped, and we heard that Kendrick, first and foremost, shout out to Jay Elect. I'm sorry you had to follow up after that, brother.
Right.
Cause that boy K-Dot definitely was the second one on, following Big Sean, because Big Sean did his thing right there. But unfortunately, when Kendrick came on, it set the game on fucking fire. Everybody was out here doing their thing.
That is unfortunate for you.
Yeah,
because
so
it's
you
not
ain't
your
made
fault.
nothing was the same. Yeah, it's not your fault at all.
But
Not your fault at all.
this is always why you gotta reciprocate. Yes, or reiterate, I should say. Yes, you can have a big ego. You can absolutely have a big ego. If you know you good, you know you good. Simple as that. I know I'm good at certain shit. When I do my thing, I let it be known. But always remain humble, because there's somebody out there that's better than you.
Yeah, right.
It's somebody out there that's better than you. And whether you think they're going to pop up while you're still relevant, or put it like this, I don't even want to say while you're still relevant, because if your evil is big enough, you're going to think you're going to be relevant forever. W to you. But if you think they not going to pop up before you decide to step away, you're wrong. Because that nigga could pop up while you at your peak just cause, and set your whole block on fire
down,
just cause.
back to the bottom of the mountain.
Back to the bottom. Now you out here acting like Gucci when he got out of jail and hopping on everybody's shit. Shout out to Gucci Mane, bro.
Hey man, it's different. And then, like I said, we got nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same.
It's crazy. And then after that, because honestly, nothing was the same. Didn't really get all that much, streams and record sales and shit like that. And then after
which
that,
was crazy.
Yeah, man. So he said, "Fuck it." After that,
He really did.
and then now we have the Drake that we have now.
And now we have the Drake that we have now. How unfortunate is that, everyone?
Oh boy, what a prophetic album, bro. Nothing was the same. It really wasn't.
It's almost as if you were telling us, if this shit don't go the way I want it to go, I don't want to hear shit about what I do after. That's basically what he was trying to say without saying it.
I'm saying that boy's a chess player.
And damn it, Aubrey, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. And I really want to know why you felt like you did.
He wasn't ready for the comp.
That's unfortunate. You a rapper. You always need to be ready for comp.
And what a prophetic name for the group too. Young Money. I was too young for that money, bro.
That's a fact, because, bro, you're a rapper. You always need to be ready for comp. Simple as that.
It's a competitive art, bro. It's
literally the original competition.
This is what it is.
You always need to be ready for comp. You need to be, bro. Prime example. Look at QC. Them niggas are constantly competing with each other. Whether it's real beef or not, friendly competition or real beef, you are constantly competing with somebody, even the motherfuckers that you're on the same label with.
Shit, look at Black Hippie, bringing it back to the person you hate, Drake. Look at look at Black Hippie.
Look at him.
Well, we all considered a super group that never happened. Because boy, when K
Boy,
Dot,
boy, 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 oh.
Schoolboy, my boy Soul Brother number 2 Absol, and J Rock on a
That's a
track
man.
together.
That's a man.
And they said it too in interviews, boy. They said when we was on a track together, we trying to outdo each other, period. Is that we
That's
all
a
fuck with each
fact.
other
And that's
heavy,
how
but
it should always
listen.
be.
He said, listen, when it comes to this mic to get turned on, bro, I'm trying to kill y'all niggas.
Murder you niggas.
And anybody who's listened to a Black Hippie track before, boy, you can hear it. Them joints fire. But them boys just decided not to do a group album, bro. So we always gonna sit here wondering. I know it's one of them things that you love. You love the allure.
I love to allure.
But that's just what hip hop is, bro. It's a competitive sport. So it brings
And
it back
my
to
thing is, bro, that's how it should always be. There's no
Period.
reason to ever have any situation where you feel safe as a rapper. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you know you solidified, unless you know you solid, unless you know as a rapper, motherfuckers gonna always bring you up, you should never feel safe.
Perfect example. Look at M. I swear every fucking rapper in this game is saying, well, if there's one person I don't want to have to deal with in a rap battle, it's fucking M. That's
M,
respect.
Bro. And when I say everybody,
respect,
everybody. When you got niggas out here that's like, that nigga sound like M a little bit. Oh, word? He got it. That's his shit. This is take me off the roster. This is his battle. He won. Take me off the roster. This is his battle.
M is a different beast, bro, and the game knows it. They have respect for that man. He worked for it. Which it brings me back to what I consider a GOAT. You gotta rap, man.
You got to.
You gotta rap. If you can't rap, what makes you think I'm gonna consider you GOAT? Gotta rap, bro.
You gotta rap.
Anybody that you consider have ever had a spot on the Mount Rushmore can fucking spit. Jay-Z and the level of his own. Cole, absolutely. Did you fucking hear Off Season?
No, literally as a whole. Cole doesn't talk his shit often. Cole he humble. I'm not gonna hold you. But he was tired of you niggas. He was tired of you niggas. That album, matter of fact, I'm not even finna lie to you. I'm finna give you 100% facts. Give me a second.
Take your time. But boy, it's Cole. Did you hear Off Season? To him
that
as a rapper,
39
period.
minutes long.
Correct.
39 minutes. Mm-hmm. And he's talking his shit along with still putting people on.
Correct.
In every song.
Correct.
He just signed Moray, and he done put that nigga on the album already.
Correct.
That nigga will never not do an album without a Boz feature, without a Cause feature, hell, without a 21 feature. They best friends at this point. That's a friendship I love to see. Boy. Because give me a 21 and a Cole that miss.
I know you have that much, man. Them boys been firing all cylinders when it comes to their collabos. No cap. No cap. Shit, this is how you know he can fucking rap. He just had a fucking feature with Benny the Butcher. That's a
Butcher,
bro. That's another right now. I fuck with Griselda heavy. That's rapping. That is fucking rap.
Saying that feature is feature of the year already.
Cause Cole's still spit, bro. If you can really rap your ass off enough to stand up with it.
I'm finna stop hopping on nigga shit because I hop on nigga shit and then everybody don't like me no more. But once again, he tired of y'all. You not finna hold me. You not finna act like. You not finna act like niggas ain't gonna talk about me when I decide to leave.
So you know what? I'm gonna hop on with a spit. I'm gonna spit with the ones that can spit.
Spit
Griselda
with the ones
are
that can
those
spit.
spitters right now. Griselda are spitters right now. Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, West Side Gun. You telling me them boys can't fucking spit? You kidding me? It's bringing me back to my '90s New York, boy, and that's what I love about rap right there, boy. '90s New York, shit.
Them niggas was doing their thing. That
Our
shit made you
boom
get
bap
aggressive.
era? Are you
Boom
kidding
bap
me?
is crazy, but yeah.
Well, yeah, boom bap. Cause back then, the reason I love boom bap so much, and I guess is when you call me an old head, I don't fucking care. The reason I fuck with boom bap that much is cause back then the beats were just good enough for you to listen, but you knew when you hear a boom bap beat, it wasn't about the beat. It's about this fucking fire you about to hear this man spit, whoever it may be.
Listen, trap drums is the shit that's hot now, bro.
There really is. And I've said it
Because
before. I'll say it again. Right now,
thing
what's
about
carrying
it-
a lot of tracks is the producers.
one thing about it, two things for sure. Producers are getting their shine.
Oh boy,
They're
shit.
getting their shine now. Boy Wonder,
Mm-hmm.
that man is doing his thing.
Boy
The fact that
Wonder,
producers-
Zaytoven.
Zaytoven, Scott Storch, everybody that's been doing their thing quietly, but not quietly at the same time because they do this for real. I'm glad everybody getting their light. Dijon, shout out DJ Mustard. We see you, my boy.
Fucking chase some money, bro. Can't forget the OG. Just Blaze. I'm telling you.
That's a fact. Chase the money, just blaze. Trench work. Hell,
Damn.
even London. Crackhead
Bro.
ass nigga. We love you.
Yeah,
You got a whole
The
bunch of other
producers
shit
is
going
scaring
on, but
now.
baby.
man. Producers is carrying right now, and I'm not gonna knock that at all. These beats is fucking fire. But these days, it's common to let the beat take the shine and your lyrics not matter, which to me, I mean, I guess I could say that's hip hop, but it ain't rap.
Oof.
It ain't rap, bro. You need to spit. But then again, who am I? For real. Obviously, this is just my opinion. So, top thing for me to be a GOAT, you gotta be able to rap. Gotta be able to rap, man. As much as a lot of niggas hate Joe Budden right now, that nigga could fucking spit.
It's just crazy.
Boy, did that man rap his
But
ass off.
not a lot of people remember that.
They're not gonna remember it because everyone's just gonna remember everyday struggle when I'm losing his fucking head off right now. Which I don't know what y'all expected. Did y'all ever hear his music? Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Nigga ain't never been rap tight, let's be clear.
Shit, fucking Slaughterhouse. Niggas gonna forget about Slaughterhouse, huh? Which, Dan, did you hear about the whole shit that happened with Slaughterhouse recently?
No.
Them niggas was arguing like fuck on IG Live, bro.
Please, bro, not IG.
Really
Live, not a group of-
really, because they're trying to talk about it. They're trying to talk about why Slaughterhouse ain't got back together.
When they say not a group of grown ass men, please.
And fucking Joel was on their fucking head because it's been the whole narrative of it's been Joey and Royce that's been out here pushing a certain narrative that is Joel and Crooked that don't want the group to come back together. So Joel is like, I'm about tired of this shit. We gonna talk about this shit now in front of y'all motherfucking niggas too. And he was out there coming after their ass.
Unfortunate.
He was cutting up.
Unfortunate.
Which, shout out to Joel, man. I think people be sleep on him in the group. I think he was the one that people really slept on for real. Joel can fucking spit too. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. That right there was my group for a very long time until they broke up, man. And I felt like Griselda's giving that fire back for real. But okay, we'll get off that point. Like I said, number one, you need to be able to spit. Number two is just, how do I put it in the right words? Uniqueness, right?
Facts.
When it comes to rapping, like really rapping, of course, there's not a lot that you can really do completely. But at least just trying to do something different in your own way, I think adds to it for real, for real. Whether it's the way you write, whether it's the way you perform it, whether it's, you know, the complexity of your rhyme, shit like that. Which I know these days a lot of people don't give a fuck about rhymes because now we call it that rapidy rap shit. But
Sick.
what you think? How you think we got here? Niggas like shit. Look at Organized Noise. If you don't know about Organized Noise, there's no Outcast without Organized Noise.
Facts.
So shout out to them boys. Shoot, there's no Future without Organized Noise. The fun fact for folks who don't know, that Future's from the Organized Noise camp. He was out there. As a young bull, he was out there in that dungeon, bro. I seen the interview when he first came out, for real, started popping, because it was around the time when everybody was on, you know, mumble rap's head and shit, and a lot of people consider him one of the OGs of mumble rap. And I think it was either an interview with him or my folks at Organized Noise where he was talking about, bro, one thing that they talked about a lot when it comes to Organized Noise and in the dungeon was, we can never have two niggas in there doing the same shit. And when you look at Organized Noise, there's so many different fucking styles. It's the only thing that was left was to barely say shit.
Alright.
Because if you don't know Organized Noise, we talking Outkast, CeeLo Green, yes, CeeLo Green is from.
His fucking mind.
Oh, he can look this up because I'm blanking on some of the folks that was Organized Noise. But like I said, some of the biggest acts is definitely Outkast and fucking CeeLo Green. That's what I watched. The Art of Organized Noise. There's a whole documentary on that shit. But uniqueness matters to me, man. And if you really look at some of the biggest artists for real, people that you consider on Mount Rushmore, not one of those niggas are the same as the other ones on that list. There's only one Eminem.
Facts. There's
only one Jay-Z.
There's only one Pac. There's only one Big.
Facts. There's only one Weezy.
There's only one boy. Is there?
No one could do what Weezy does.
Tried. Many niggas have tried, bro. And it has not worked in their favor because it has either been a blatant bite and the fans that came after you, or that shit didn't make it out the studio, bruh. Because if they fuck with you and they sitting in the studio with you, they're gonna be like,
Right.
Niggas won't even give you a Lil Wayne type beat if they don't think you can do it.
Nah, shit. When that boy was on a tear, he was on a tear. But like I said, there's never gonna be another Weezy. There's not gonna be another Kendrick.
That's a fact.
That boy that's just him, man. There's not gonna be another Kanye, for sure. Yeah, I might share mental health similarities, but that's about it.
Ooh, child, I hope not. I really hope not. Cause that is terrifying a little bit.
And man, like anybody you can consider one of the top tier rappers for real in the game is unique in their own way. And I know these days, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people are kind of doing the same thing, but honestly at the end of the day, just listening to what you're saying can bring you apart. Cause Lil Baby came up around the time where everybody was sounding the same, but the reason he stuck out for real was just his music, man.
Facts.
Why do you think The Big Picture blew up the way that it did, boy? I'm just saying, Lil Baby different, man. Lil Baby's different. Uniqueness matters, and just like Twin was talking about too, bro, pushing the game forward matters. And I think as much as people not loving him right now, that's Kanye's a premier example. If there's no Kanye, we don't have a Drake, we don't have a J. Cole, we don't have a Kid Cudi, We don't
Mhm.
have anybody that's not talking about what's going on in the streets. If Kanye didn't bust down that door, we don't get them. We don't get them boys, man. Shoot, look at a fucking 50 Cent. When that boy came in the game, that was unheard of. If y'all don't know how 50 came in the game, this man dropped a track dissing everybody in the fucking industry.
Definitely did.
I promise you. He was coming after everybody's head. Everyone's. As well as, I think 50 is one of the first ones for real who really talks about what's going on in the streets and how that affected him for real. That kind of dilemma that you deal with on the inside, having to deal with that kind of shit, the ramifications, SAT word of the day, the ramifications of what you had to deal with in the streets, on top of you doing all that hood rat shit and the gangster shit, and what that had to deal and what that did to you. What I'm trying to say. Not much people talk about that when it comes to the hood shit. When it comes to the hood rap, for real, it's different. Makes you think. And that's another thing for me too, boy. If you're not really trying to catch everything that the rapper is saying, you know what I'm saying, makes you really think about something, helps you push your thinking. Come on, man. Is it really doing what it's supposed to do? And don't get me wrong, there's definitely a place for, you know, party music, that music that you can just vibe to, the words don't really matter and stuff like that. These days, every big artist has that track, for real. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it. There's space for that, and I think that there's a place for that just as much as there is for that rap that pushes the culture for real. But at the end of the day, if we're gonna talk about GOAT rappers, if you ain't really rapping that pushes the game forward, why am I putting you up there? You can try to climb up there if you want to, but besides that, you just make music. Gotta just make music to me, man. And honestly, there's all kinds of other directions that I could really take that for real, really make you to see how to consider you to be a GOAT. But those are the main things for me, for sure. So I think it at least to the next question: who you consider your GOATs, twin?
M.
Mm.
Cole.
All right.
Kenny.
For sure.
Wayne. And fuck.
Difficult one, huh?
It's a tie between Trina and Lil Kim.
Not bad picks. Not bad picks at all. I'm mad at it. I mean, for me, I always have Biggie up there. It might be a cliche pick. Oh, you know, everybody said Big, but me, Biggie's up there.
You look at where you from. He gotta be a pick, bro.
Nah, man, I'm from Brooklyn, bro. So
show love the Brooklyn way, bro.
Hey, bro, always, dog. Everybody eats over here, so definitely Biggie's up there for me. That man has accomplished way more than a lot of niggas have done till this day, in the short span that we luckily had him.
Short span, bro. He died when he was what, like 23?
23, 24, something like that.
Yeah.
Man did a lot.
A lot, bro.
A lot in that short span. So Biggie's definitely up there for me. I mean, this might sound like a cheat, but Wu-Tang Clan is up there for me, bro. Wu-Tang, come on, bro. There's no sound like that. It brings you back to that unique nature. There's nobody that sounds like Wu-Tang.
A group. Definitely not a group that sound like the Clan, bro. No, sir.
Not at all, bro. Wu-Tang is those niggas, bro. Wu-Tang is up there for me, for sure. Fuck, who else? I have Cole up there. I have Kanye up there. I got Kenny. M definitely got to be up there too. I think that's it for me right now that I can think of off the top of my head. But those are boys, man. That's the thing about the game, bro. Everybody I just named, bro, added something to the game. 100% added something to the game, bro.
Absolutely, bro.
As well as, do you see rap without them? Just be honest.
Those specific people? No.
I don't see rap without those people.
And the only reason I say that I have that tie between Trina and Lil' Kim is because people are constantly forgetting that female rappers are like just as heavy hitting as the niggas.
Oh, niggas love to forget about Queen Latifah.
People love to forget about Queen Latifah.
Yes, for you young bulls who didn't know, Queen Latifah didn't come up being an actress.
She was a rapper. Between her, Roxanne, Eve, who
MC
people
Lyte.
also forget about.
Eve for sure. MC Lyte.
MC Lyte. Spinderella, Salt and Pepper.
Right.
Like that paved the way. And now it's like, that's why when people get so like up in arms about what Megan and Lotto are doing, I'm like, this done already happened. This has already happened. That just lets me know that you don't know the origin of what you're listening to. You really don't. Because you mad about what Megan's talking about. You ain't never heard a Lil' Kim song?
Boy.
You ain't never heard a Lil' Kim song? You ain't never heard a Trina song? Because if you're mad about what they're rapping about, that means this is the first female rapper you've ever listened to. Ever. Because this is light compared to what they was talking about. Same thing with the City Girls. This is light compared to what those two specific women were talking about.
Well,
but y'all got a whole nother set of issues because for some reason every nigga want a woman, but also y'all hate women. But
but hey,
I'm gonna let that stay exactly where it's at.
You can't hate women rap but love Lauryn Hill though. I'm just saying. But excuse me. I had to cough out a lot of bullshit niggas talk about music and
I say, God damn.
Because boy, oh. When it come to talk about music, some people can get ridiculous.
Ridiculous, crazy.
Hey, exactly. I'm trying to figure out a way to word this next one. Not necessarily a way to word it, but how to connect it. Because honestly, at this point, the people that's on our Mount Rushmore is working on their way out. Let's be honest.
That's a fact.
So,
and the crazy part about it is, I don't got nobody else to put up there. I don't got nobody else to put up there. Cause like I cannot, because he's not done. I cannot with sound peace of mind put Drake on my Mount Rushmore. I can't, because if you continued the path that you were on before,
but he's killing the game.
Before you up there without a shadow of a doubt. You might have pushed somebody off. I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah. But you're not. And like I said, you're, in my opinion, from what I saw in the beginning, you're degressing. And have been for quite some time. But your fan base is so loyal that no matter what you put out, they at least gonna listen to it once.
Right.
I know non-delusional Drake fans. They're going to listen to it once, which is why I will firmly say, you got albums that got skips, a lot of them.
Yeah, for sure.
But you also know how to make a banger.
Indeed.
Not once will I take away from your creative genius, because that's what it is.
Word.
You know how to make a banger. You know how to sell records. The mind of a businessman is what you have, and a lot of rappers don't have that. And you got that on your own, because Wayne didn't have it.
Not too much, no.
But
Dead. But nah. Yeah, all our big Rushmores, the big top 3, and everyone else who I'd say is up there, they're starting to be on their way out. Cole, you got Dreamville, you know, Drake, he got OVO, which I don't think he's gonna stop selling records, so he's just gonna keep doing his thing regardless.
Facts. That nigga going, you know.
Shoot, Kendrick starting PG Lang, which for folks who don't know, if you were here for the first episode of the Braincast, I told y'all then.
Our first live and in person.
I told y'all then. When everybody was up in arms thinking that Kendrick was gonna retire, because he said this is gonna be his last album on TDE. I was like, bro, it's not gonna be his last album. I've seen this before, and what's gonna happen is he's working on his own label. He's gonna be doing his own label things, and from here on out, his album's gonna come out under his own label. That's all it's gonna be. They all have done it. Eminem with Interscope, Jay-Z with Rockefeller, and your contemporaries doing it, especially since your contemporaries went on and did it already and you haven't done it yet. I was like, eventually it's going to happen, because Dreamville and OVO is here, and you're considered the other one that's on this big 3, so eventually I know your move is going to be, and here it is. We got PG Lang. For folks who don't remember, that Baby Keem album that dropped not too long ago, the one that everyone is saying beat out both Certified Lover Boy and Donda, that was released under PG Lang, under Kendrick's new label. I just learned that myself, because currently right now it's Kendrick, Baby Keem, and he just recently signed someone else too. I gotta find what their name is, but Kendrick is making the moves with this new label, man. So the thing is, this is a weird passing of the torch now. I say this because the scene is different. The last regular passing of the torch we had was when the game passed the torch over to the big 3 we have now, with K-Dot, Cole, and Drake ?
Facts.
But now to pass the torch down now is weird, and I say it's weird because the ones that are really out here like rapping for real are being considered corny.
Yeah.
Everybody don't like Corday for some reason,
which is crazy. He's so good.
I think he can rap his butt off.
Absolutely. And he's so like, that's what I mean when I say an ego humble balance. Because Corday he good.
So does the game. Do you see the cosigns he has?
Exactly. The game. I say the game, not the people, because they're two different things. The game know he good. He know he good. But you ain't never gonna catch him, acting like Lil Pump.
Right.
Somebody who thought he was that good.
Right. And for some reason they think he's corny. I don't know if it's because they think he's
Ooh.
preachy or maybe he ain't got the story that people fuck with for real. Because I don't think Corday's from the streets. And then he came
Mm,
from YBN, which
was not from the streets, but that's
at
like,
all.
you
I
know.
mean, they are from the main streets of Los Santos, but fucking, fucking. I think that's the point that what you call them, DJ Academics made, and I know these days now everybody listens to Academics. I don't listen to Academics like that, but I see them make this point before, and it's like he has everything it is to really become that next big one, but he doesn't have the story that everyone fucks with necessarily, and that's why he hasn't been pushed. And I mean, I guess that's what it is. Because, well, at the same time, then I look at Kanye. Kanye does have a story, but not like, I guess, like hard knock story for real. Because, I mean, the whole story behind the college dropout is one in itself to really push a career. Because shit, that album almost didn't come out because you damn near fractured your whole jaw and in 3 different places. But then you went and got us through the wire and shit. Where we gonna go from there? Up,
Boy,
nigga.
if Through the Wire
Quickly.
don't tell me nothing, it's that niggas have no excuse.
At all. Niggas don't
Except
have
for
no
your
excuse.
mental health, because your mental health is important. But
Indeed. But we have a nigga who made Through the Wire with his jaw completely fucked. We have a good slew of rappers who have put out exemplary albums while behind bars.
facts. While behind bars.
Niggas put
Jail.
out bars while behind bars. Come on now.
Incarceration.
Weezy did it. Young Boy did it. Who else? I know there's a couple other people, but I can't really think about it for real.
Angry ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That angry ass nigga, bro.
But no. So I mean,
Shout out to Young Boy, bro. Shout out to Young Boy. Cause I have listened to a couple of his songs. He not growing on me. Relax. But I see why y'all could fuck with him so heavy. He's still not my cup of tea though, but I'll fuck with him a couple songs.
I feel that.
And that's what
it.
happens when you put people on the music. They try it. Don't shit
Right.
on other people's music taste, you asshats.
Well, welcome to Gatekeepers 101.
Gatekeeping is so stupid. I say that. Gatekeeping most shit is stupid. Some shit need to be gatekept, but gatekeeping most shit is dumb.
Boy. And I mean, like I said, it's good and bad, but then again, that's how we got hip hop to where it is. To be honest, in the beginning, what it is now, the gatekeepers got ousted out of the process, so we have what we have now. But going back to the whole Corday thing, I guess it leads to the conversation of what makes a rapper corny. I actually want to have that conversation with anybody, because some of the people we consider corny now, for real, I'm like, I mean, they good folks. Because we talking Corday, niggas consider Hopsin corny as fuck. I can kind of understand why you no, I want to say kinda. I understand why y'all say Chance is corny. Who else? I understand why y'all say Logic is corny.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Nah, bro, let it out, dog. Let that shit out.
Cause what the fuck are you do? What that nigga real name is?
That's a good question. Oh, we talking about Bobby Hall?
Oh. Robert, you need to stop.
Hey, bro, it's Big
Stop
Bobby,
it.
man. Come on now. It's Big Bobby.
No, it's not Big Bob. That is not Big Bobby with the tool. That is Robert
Okay.
Hall.
I can't. Oh my gosh. I really want to know. Because I'm like,
Robert Hall, bitch.
So I'm like, niggas like Hobson, niggas can rap they fucking ass off. Eminem gave Hobson a salute not that long ago. It was a couple years back. What was that album? Not the Alfred Hitchcock joint. The one before that.
Oh shit, I'd be lying if I told you I knew, my boy. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I'm gonna figure it out. Either way, he gave a salute to that man Hobson. And for real, what other nigga do you see doing shit like El Minor Hobson? If you've never heard the El Minor Hobson series, bro, when it comes to rapping, that's rapping, man. Fuck with them shits heavy. And another nigga that people consider corny, bro. Fucking Dax.
Really?
Yeah, niggas considered him corny after the whole thing with him apologizing to Tory. Interesting indeed. So I'm like, bro, what makes a rapper corny? I don't get it. I'm trying to figure it out. Cause I'm like, I don't really see, besides a couple other people y'all say is corny, I don't really see what y'all consider corny. What's the
this is an open comment. So for y'all in the comments, what do you think? Who are your GOATs? What makes somebody a GOAT? And what makes a rapper corny? Because I wanna see.
I wanna know. A community? That's funny.
We gotta think of a name for our community. What we calling y'all?
The brain cells? I don't know.
The brain cells is clean.
The brain cells, B.
Brain cells is clean. Y'all the brain cells. Yeah. Ain't no smooth brains in this house. I hope not.
Indeed, bro.
Not. Don't embarrass me, y'all.
I'm dead.
I speak highly of both of my communities.
Indeed.
The fridge has yet to embarrass me. I hope the brain cells will stick to that as well.
Sheesh. Hopefully.
I don't wanna have to treat y'all like y'all FNG or something. Shout out to FNG.
Oh Lord. Anyway. Lord, boy. Oh boy. Hold it down real quick, Twin. I'll be right back.
Word. But you know, I let us know, y'all. Also, did you eat today? Did you drink your water? Did you lotion your ankles? Did you put on deodorant? Did you brush your tongue? Not just your teeth. You taking a little bit too long to answer. That mean one of y'all didn't. Boy. Wait till said get back. I am snitching. No, I'm not. Let me stop. But you know, y'all. Every rapper ain't meant to be a GOAT. Just like every rapper ain't corny. Sometimes they just not your cup of tea. Not your cup of tea does not equal corny. It's just not your cup of tea. You know? Not your cup of tea don't necessarily equal corny. But while we're here, I got something to tell y'all. You feel me? Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Okay. While we're here, since I'm talking about shit that's not my cup of tea, what rap isn't necessarily your cup of tea? Mine? I don't like overly angry shit. I'm not gonna hold you. And that may be because I'm an R&B person. But that's because that's what I grew up with. But I do like, when I say overly angry, So sound like I'm bashing it. I'm not. I mean shit that sound like Young Boy. Like I can't get into that. But I fuck with NWA. But also, it took me a minute to get into like sad boy rap, emo rap. It took me a minute to get into that. And even now, certain artists, not my cup of tea. Can I think of them off the top of my head? No. But they're, it's not. I'm sad too often to be constantly listening to sad boy rap. But once again, I'll listen to R&B. But at the same time, I see why some people can be drawn to that. Because I love Juice, may he rest in peace, But I didn't necessarily feel like that was sad boy rap, but a lot of people did. And I see where you can get that. But his last album, I didn't get that. I didn't get sad from that. I didn't get sad from a lot of his music, but once again, I can see how some people could think that till it was relatable. You were hurt. It was hurt. There we go. You were hurt. But Trippy, I'm trying to get into him. He an acquired taste for sure. But like, I don't really have a lot of rap styles that aren't my cup of tea. Just because the rap I fuck with is a rap that I fuck with, and when it comes to rap, I'm very closed off. Simply because I don't particularly like finding a rapper and putting my all into it for me to be like, I'm not fucking with that. I put in too much effort into the artists that I listen to for me to not like them at the end of the day. And Supreme Ruler 57 in the chat just said, what X be considered sad boy rap? Yes. But I fuck with X. Because once again, well, I would say sad. Most people say sad. I'm gonna say hurt. Because there were other things that were in there. And like I said, just like I fuck with Juice, I fuck with X. May he rest in peace as well. But sometimes it's sad, sometimes hurt. I personally don't feel like they're the same thing, but that's just me. But like I was saying, when it comes to rappers specifically, because that's such a cut and dry craft, trying to get into a new rapper versus any other artist for me personally is more difficult, simply because if I don't like it immediately, I'm gonna try again, because that's how I treat other artists. But if I done spent all this time trying to get into this artist, and I done listened to damn near your whole discography, and I'm still not catching it unless it's the occasional song, I'm gonna be like, why did I do this? So that's why, if you ever put me on to somebody, to anybody who's ever put me on to somebody and I ended up not liking them, don't think I don't like your music taste. It's just, I am very particular when it comes to finding an artist that fit me. Because I didn't fuck with Brent, but somebody put me on to Brent. Certain songs. And then I looked into other things by myself. With Brent, he toxic. He is toxic. He is the male version of Kehlani, low-key, who a lot of people think is toxic. But
my kid,
I fuck with him now. I fuck with Brent. I recently got put on the Brent. And while we're on the topic of toxicity in music,
oh Lord,
a lot of people say the holy grail for like female toxic, quote unquote, like singers is Kehlani, Janae Aiko, and recently Summer Walker.
Right.
And I want to know how we came to that conclusion because we toxic because we heartbroken, or because that's what I'm getting from it.
So you said Kalani. Who else?
Summer Walker.
Summer Walker, and who was the third?
Janae Aiko.
I mean, I don't listen to enough of their music to really have an official opinion for real. But if they pushing shit like He's Mine on the weekend, I can see why.
Okay.
Oh, cause what?
Okay. I'm gonna say honorable mention SZA because nobody ever put SZA in there, which is crazy.
I don't think
After
all
The
her music is that.
Why aren't we putting SZA in there?
Because I'm saying that song I heard. I haven't heard too much of the three that you mentioned too much, but I'm like, if you push a shit like, oh yeah, he's yours Monday through Friday, but he's mine on the weekend. If this isn't a polyamorous relationship, this sound crazy. What are you talking about? What are you? I'm gonna do what y'all bitches be doing. But that be criticizing rap and them glorifying negative. I'm trying to think of the SAT word y'all be using. Negative notions. I feel like that's not the right word, but
I feel like notions fits.
But pushing negative narratives. If anything,
there we go.
Pushing negative narratives. We really glamorizing side chick nature.
Yes, it's crazy.
That's what we doing?
Bro. Yes. Bro.
I'm not gonna knock side chicks. Listen, do your thing. For me, when it comes to relationships, I've always said the only people that matter in the relationship and what you do in a relationship is the people in it. Those are the only people you should worry about when it comes to opinions. If y'all cool with it, do your thing. What I have to say about your relationship don't really matter. It's just my opinion. Y'all do y'all thing. Y'all gonna go off and do it anyway.
Facts.
However, you asking me because of relationships? Fuck is you talking about? Like what?
No.
Fuck is you talking
funny.
about? Like real shit.
No, that is.
I thought you was with me.
That's a fact.
Who you going off with on the weekend? Fuck is you like that? What? You what? Oh, I thought we was dating to figure out if we want to be together forever. You telling me I don't have you Saturday and Sunday, the days that I'm actually off, bitch?
I didn't realize, right? That's crazy. That you only being off on the weekends.
I'm talking like I'm that's what I'm
saying.
saying. I'm talking from the perspective of like the average citizen. You see, you know what I mean?
That is unfortunate, my good sir. That whole ordeal is unfortunate.
That's what I'm saying. Like what?
So I'm like, so rock with me real quick. Lean and or rock with me. You can snap your fingers if you want to, if you vibing like that. But
indeed.
So when you think sneaky link, right?
Okay.
Me personally, I'm thinking you single.
Right.
And you talking to multiple people, or you single and you keeping that one little situation that you got on the low, which is why you're sneaking. You feel me? That's what I think when I think sneaky link. Okay?
Gotcha.
Why did I come to discover sneaky link is the new term for side?
Oh.
Like
I can see it as a synonym for sure. Me
until the youth of TikTok educated me, and somebody was like, I thought all of us having sneaky links was a joke, but y'all are really out here like in a whole relationship cheating. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, hey, what? That's what y'all are doing? That's crazy.
I mean, for me, when I heard sneaky link, I took it at face value. Literally, it's you linking up with someone sneakily. So obviously, you have to hide this for some reason. So I just assumed it's you cheating. That's the way I looked at it.
I'm thinking you're hiding it because your friends are like, you're being a dumb bitch, or if you a dude, why you keep going back to her crazy ass, or something like that. But I guess
your favorite mistake. Where's Giveon?
I'm just gonna tell. Ooh, child, don't do that. Hey,
Mm.
don't do that. Don't do that.
Nigga, I'd be lying if I didn't think about some of my exes and be like, you know what? It might be cool to make a mistake. I ain't gonna lie.
Just like the day that I met you, the day I died forever.
Oh, but, man.
It's cold. It is cold outside. It's like 23 degrees.
But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't have my lonely days.
Boy.
There be some days I just wanna. Bro, don't do that to me, boy. You know I know that song every word, bro. You know I know every word.
I'm sorry, bro.
That was my fucking radio station. That one song during my last breakup.
That being your one song, because
I had that shit on repeat. But
that being your radio station, that one song being your radio station, it's crazy.
Hey, man, heartbreak.
Hey.
Heartbreak anniversary got me through my last breakup. I'm not gonna lie to you at all. Shout out to Giveon, bro.
Shout out to Giveon. Shout out to Pink Sweats too. If y'all don't listen to Pink Sweats, get into that. Get into that, man.
I'm gonna start getting into that because, like I said before, bro, these days I don't even listen to hip hop.
Bro, get into that, and I think that's why I've been so open to other types of artists. I dove back into Kehlani, I dove back into Gene, I dove back into SZA, I dove back into Summer. I recently opened my mind to Pink Sweats, and he got hella open things. Who else?
Many things, bro. It's because honestly, which is what brought us like the first half of this podcast. While I had the conversations that we had, is because hip hop is not giving right now for me. It's not. It's not and giving.
I'm disheartened greatly because I love hip hop.
Boy, I love rap, bro. I do, but I'm gonna keep it 100 with you right now. When it comes to rap, I just step out. I step out for my Big Sean releases. I step out for my K Dot releases. My Cole drops.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why. I feel like the people who's in the gray area with Drake, yeah, I do this too. Whenever he drops, he'd be like, who knows? Maybe today he changed. Maybe. Maybe, man. Maybe. I've been doing that for the past couple albums, and obviously he hasn't. But then again, but till this day, I ain't gonna lie. All right, here's a hot take. I still think Scorpion's a good album. Why I say that is because it's a Drake album. It's a Drake album. What did you expect when you came to listen to this?
Yeah.
What did you expect?
Yeah, y'all gotta remember who you listening to before you know.
The same way y'all continue to eat McDonald's. You don't go to McDonald's thinking it's gonna taste like Five Guys. You don't do that. You know what you're getting into.
I hope not.
You know what you're getting into, man. So when it comes to Drake these days, I know what I'm getting into.
He's Canadian.
That's hilarious. Boy, yo, that is crazy. Boy, that's crazy. Boy, yo, that's crazy. That's funny. That's gold right there. That's comedic gold. That's funny. He's Canadian, bro.
He's Canadian. You hear me?
That's funny, bro. See, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Drake being McDonald's, bro. That's it. So nowadays, when I listen to Drake, bro, that's what it is. I know what I'm getting into. I'm not expecting, Griselda type bars. I'm not expecting, fucking ski level of flow switches smoothly. Like, I'm not expecting none of that. I'm expecting Drake. But I guess I've had enough, because I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to Certified Lover Boy, till this day I listened to the first half and turned that shit off, and I haven't been back since. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That sentence beat your ass, and I completely understand why.
Okay, I will rephrase it so for you to understand.
No,
I listened to the first half. No, I know. I'm talking about everybody else. When it came to Certified Lover Boy, I think I had enough of Drake, because I listened to the first half of that joint. Mind you, I was on the way to class too, so it's early.
Time to be listening to it.
Exactly. It's morning. I'm on the bus. I'm on the way to class, And mind you, you don't want to sit there and listen to the environment of a public bus. You don't want to do that. So that's why you have your headphones in.
That sounds horrendous.
I got to the halfway mark of certified lover boy and I turned it off. I was like, yeah, I've had enough.
Oh no,
I can't do it.
Oh no,
I've had enough now. I don't know what it is. I know what it is. I don't know what it is. I've had enough. I'm not doing this no more. I turned that shit off. I think I went to go listen to a beat that I was writing to. That's about it. I was like, nah, I'm cool off that. So I think I've reached my
my Drake cap.
My Drake cap. That's the way to put it. I reached my Drake cap, man. I know every now and again he's gonna drop that one surface level banger that you just gonna be rocking with for real. That's who he is now. And I think he's accepted that. So I'm gonna accept him for who he is. Whenever I just don't want to have to sit down and dissect music, I'm gonna listen to Drake. When I want my little dose of some good music, I'll listen to Drake. But now if I want some rap, I'll go to Pusha. I'll go to King Push. I'll go to Griselda. Big Sean, Kendrick, Cole, Corday. I said that, nigga. Corday. Shit. I'm sick of y'all. Fucking who else? That's all I can think of right now. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, man. When it comes to hip hop, that's the move. What were we talking about? I feel like that was a tangent.
This whole podcast has been a tangent.
This whole podcast is a tangent. That's the whole thing.
That's a fact.
But I mean, I guess we'll move on, bro. Or what we talk? Oh no. Because I'm like, bro, I felt like it was probably a good topic. So I was like, man, fuck. Anyway. Oh, I remember. Okay. He's talking about why niggas is considering Kalani and Summer Walker and all them toxic.
Like toxic. What is your okay?
Oh no, that's how we got there. We was talking about side chick culture. There you go.
Side chick culture is a thing now.
It is.
And it's like, why are you okay with that? I wanna know, like, legitimately, not in no like, bitch, have respect for yourself. No, like, deadass. Why are you okay with not being the main thing, knowing that person is in a relationship, even though I know that has nothing to do with you, but we're just gonna add that in because it is a factor. Knowing that person is a relationship, knowing that at any point in time they could be like, I don't want you no more. Like, it's almost like you're putting yourself in a position to get hurt just for a quick amount of love or amount of attention. It's a
self-fulfilling prophecy.
So, like, why don't you just get a friends with benefits is what I'm basically trying to ask you.
I was about to say this because I'm like, a lot of y'all love to be having I got my main chick in my side bitch. Why not have a polyamorous relationship?
Right.
Oh, because that's too much work and you got to give equal energy to everybody. Then why be in a relationship at all? Why don't you just be single and have flings? No, because you want someone to actually cuddle you at night and make you some food in the morning, right? Is that it? That's what you want? Friends with benefits to do that too.
That's a fact.
But then you probably have some feeling of sooner or later somebody gonna catch feelings, and now you think you gotta be in a relationship. Now it sounds like now you looking for something to go wrong. So that's a problem with you. Go to therapy. That's what you need. That's what you need. Y'all don't wanna admit it. You're broken. We all are. That's okay. Go fix it. No one's gonna do it for you. I think you realize that after you've been through your couple relationships with that person that has a savior complex and they didn't fix you. You need to go fix that yourself. Go do it. Fuck.
You better stop.
What is wrong with y'all, man? Y'all the reason why the dating game fucked up now. I said that shit. I'm sick of y'all.
You better stop.
I'm fucking sick of y'all, bro. Good guys like me can't get nothing because of y'all. Because they think we y'all. I'm nothing like you. nothing like you.
No, that I'm nothing like you hit so hurtful, bro.
Oh
Said
boy.
I'm nothing like you.
Because the
He
fact
wanted to
that
say
people
he
can't tell
wanted to
someone
say fuck
else.
afterwards so bad.
Because the thing is, here's the thing for me. The fact that no one can say that you're attractive no more, everyone got a default to, you probably got a lot of bitches, should say something. What's up with y'all?
Absolutely, bruh.
Y'all hurt.
Nah.
Go fix it, man.
No, the fact that, motherfuckers gotta be like, oh, you got hoes.
You got
Instead of
hoes,
just being
huh?
like, instead of just being like cute, just say I look nice. Tell me you like the way I look.
What's wrong with y'all? Part of this is jokes, y'all. I'm being over the top just to be funny, but I am meaning what I'm saying, not necessarily in the energy that I was putting out.
I done had a motherfucker call me McBitches. What?
What?
What
is you talk about?
Because I
What
get so
is
many
that,
hoes,
dude?
quote unquote. Make it make sense, bro.
Oh, they called you freckle bitches.
They basically did me like how Riley did Granddad.
Oh damn, son.
He was like, you turn your middle name to bitches. What? Why would I do that?
Oh my gosh, bro. But nah. All jokes aside, with me being hella extra for no reason, I honestly believe that
Kai
a
in the
lot of
chat said
y'all.
he's had it up to here. I'm sick.
But no, like I said, all jokes aside, it is a genuine thing. Not in the energy that I was putting out. I was just being funny and over the top for no reason. But I really believe that a lot of the people that are in the dating scene now are hurt, don't want to address it, and then go and hop in the scene to hurt other folks and continue that cycle. And I'm like, that doesn't help anybody. Like, I'm like, does anybody observe this and realize this at all?
And then you have the people that do observe it, and instead of you being like, oh damn, and like, obviously I'm not trying to say, be Captain Saberho, I mean, Mr. Fix It, right. But like
I mean, you try to do your contribution, right? Like, you don't want to overstep your boundaries with her or him. They're hurt, but at the same time, that you want to have a genuine relationship with them. So you're trying to help better them. So you either try to give them their space to get comfortable with you so they can open up, and maybe you'll work on the issues. Give them some words of affirmation if that's your love language type shit. You know what I mean? Do that in a timely fashion to where you're not overstepping, but you're giving them the push that they need, and all of that. I can keep going down the line, but I'm sure niggas don't want to hear me like lecture y'all like I'm trying to be a love coach or some shit. Nigga, I'm nowhere near that. This is just a man who observes.
I'm just as hurt as you, nigga. Just as hurt as you, nigga.
But at the end of the day, like I said, you try to do what you do, but some people let the hurt, win, instead of seeing the genuine thing they have in front of them. So then they go hurt the genuine person. So now they become what you are. You would have thought this is a zombie apocalypse.
That's a fact.
Damn near is the emotional zombie apocalypse. That's the dating scene now.
No, that hurt me.
Cause it's that cut deep, don't it?
A little bit, yeah.
And yeah, it's the thing. I'm not gonna tell people not to stop dating or anything. Self-awareness. That's all I'm asking. Self-awareness, man.
Think before you type. We gonna start treating y'all like we treat our friend Dre.
It's just self-awareness though, bro. Like, for real.
Dre, bro.
Like, right before you go try and go holla at old shawty at the bar right there, you think you ready for this? Like, be honest with yourself. You think you could really give her the time and energy that she probably deserves? Be honest with yourself, for real. Not because you want some pussy. There's other bitches in the bar for that. They want that. That's what they here for. Go do that. But this girl here, after the half hour conversation you've had with her, she's looking for a genuine relationship. You think you gonna hop into that? You really think you're ready for it? If not, you can probably still be friends. be cool, genuine while you work on yourself. And maybe she'll have more admiration for you to see that, and she'll be even more interested in you when you decide to come through after you've started working on the issues. But I guess that's just rom-com energy, right?
No. No, that's realistic thinking.
Nah, can't be. I'm an old head with it. Apparently, I'm just an old head with it, bro. Nah, bro. I mean, after that, you got anything else, Toy?
Nah.
That's another episode, y'all.
On a movie night?
True. Also, do you still want to do what you call it?
I'm not gonna hold you. No.
No, that's fine.
I'm not gonna hold you. Like I kind of don't want to stream now because this has been a W pod. It'd have been that good to the point where I don't want to stream.
Oh, for sure. Or if anything, y'all can catch it in Discord.
That's a fact, because that's where we're going to be at.
Indeed. So, if you're not already in the Discord, join the Discord. I'm pretty sure Juice has it in her link tree, so hit the link tree. And over there, you'll eventually find mine, because I don't really put my Discord link in my link tree. I don't know. Something about it just makes me feel like I don't trust y'all niggas. But for folks who make it through, the folks who make it through to Juice and shit, y'all acting right, bro. Y'all find me over there. I'll be in there frequent.
That's
the way she be frequent of mine. At this point, our communities is two sides of the same person. At this point, it's the game fridge, y'all.
The game fridge.
The game fridge, bro. Y'all the control fruits.
The freezer, you feel me? The control fruits. I love that. I'm not gonna hold you. I fuck with that heavily.
Oh boy, at this point it pretty much is. But yeah,
and
check the link trees
for the community. If y'all really fuck with the brain cells, let us know down in the comments. Like for real.
Hey, bro.
What y'all want to be called?
Indeed. It's only up from here for this episode. Even though this episode was probably I don't think it's all over the place. I think we have more tangents than usual, but hey, this is what y'all fuck with. But like I said before, link trees down below. Twin, what you got coming up?
Boy. I gotta have a conversation with y'all soon. But tomorrow we back on a Detroit Become Human. Like I said, tonight, if you in the cord, we watching Turning Red. It's our first family movie night in a minute. And we might not just do Turning Red. We might get back into this list of Disney Pixar movies that the vast majority of us haven't seen.
True.
So you know,
it's not with Encanto apparently.
Yes, and it's a whole bunch of other shit on that list. We saving Soul for last though, like always.
Yeah.
But that's really it as far as everything that's coming up. We got Detroit still coming at you. We got movie night tonight. Might stream Thursday, might not. I don't know yet. We do have a very big community meeting coming very soon because my life has gone awry recently and it's going to affect all of you, unfortunately. And I'm so sorry because it's not my fault. But before we get to all that, make sure you click the link tree under both of these lovely, lovely names. And make sure you follow everywhere so that way you can stay connected with your favorite smart asses with smart mouths. I need y'all to hit that bell, hit that like button, and, you know, leave a comment. Let us know what y'all want to hear. Let us know if you ever want to be a guest. Let us know any of that. You can do hashtag AskBrainCast on Twitter because we check that hashtag weekly.
Indeed.
You can always hit us up in the email if you have any personal questions or anything you want us to read off and give you personal advice on. We check that email just as often. And, you know, stay connected with your favorite homies, bro.
Indeed. As far as I'm concerned, tomorrow, I think it's been long awaited because y'all was fucking with it, but nigga got mesmerized by the PlayStation. Thief Simulator is coming back tomorrow. So for folks who was fucking with that series, we're gonna be back on it tomorrow. I'm gonna try and get it back into the rotation for sure. And folks who were in the stream yesterday, we started the Borderlands series. We're playing all the Borderlands games, one of my favorite game series of all time. So I was super excited to start that.
You still doing Mafia, or did I miss all of that?
Nah, we still doing Mafia. Well, we just got a good bit of games in the rotation right now.
That's a bit.
We got the Borderlands series, Thief Simulator, Mafia 3, Watch Dogs, and Watch Dogs Legion. That's what's in the circulation right now.
If you're
as far
not
as the streams
there
are concerned.
for the Thief Simulator, you're missing out. Cause them streams, we're committing crime.
Yo.
Mafia, we doing it for the ancestors. Borderlands, we reliving an excellent history.
Boy.
Watch Dogs, we getting in our Mission Impossible bag. Yeah.
You know it, bruv. You know it. So as well as follow the YouTube channel. The Borderlands series is gonna be my first gameplay series on YouTube. So y'all stay tuned for that one. I'm thinking of just going through the first game, like Borderlands 1, just play through that and then start editing and uploading it that way. I think it'd be better instead of having going back and forth and stuff like that. So we'll play through Borderlands 1. Of course, I'm keeping the VODs, and then once we're done with that, we'll just be editing that and dropping it down on YouTube while we do Borderlands 2 and other ones and keep it that way. I feel like that'll be more organized. So real soon, y'all getting the gameplay series on the gaming YouTube channel. So if I was y'all, I'd go subscribe, hit the notification bell, as well as not only that, Twitch compilations. Literally tomorrow, finally, I'm gonna be sitting down looking through the clips and stuff like that and really start brainstorming and planning that shit out. So y'all gonna be getting that song.
Boy, them Twitch comps be hitting, boy.
I know y'all been waiting too long. So that's gonna be in circulation very, very soon. So shit coming for sure. So
shit coming.
Like Twin said here, hit them link trees. Stuff coming towards y'all real soon. As well as this other project I got in the background. I gotta go hit my partners in this project we got working in the background, see what how they doing. So when that comes out, y'all hear about that. Or we're prepared to start that.
Y'all hear about that mean, boy.
So we working, man. But yeah, y'all, episode 15 on the 15th.
Yeah.
Smart asses with smart mouths. Hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Y'all be easy. And the boys is out.
Yeah, feel me.